Play with lucky energy. Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is Ianho, your lucky host. I'm here to bring you lucky energy. And now, today, we have officially entered the 7th day of Play with Lucky Energy. And today, we are going to talk about play the universe game. Pick one date and stack your luck fast. Okay, so today especially I would like to mention about the date selection after we talk about so many layers of power stacking and why date selection is so important. Stay tuned to the end and you will find out the most important stacking in Feng Shui power. At Power Stack, we stack ancient Feng Shui power to ignite energy and shift your luck fast. All right, and now just say hello to me. Where are you from and what time it is in your country? Welcome to Power Stack. Hello, Lily. Good morning. What time it is in your country? It is 11 o'clock in Melbourne, Australia. And hello, Fairy Life. Welcome back. And now we will start with the lucky tip of the day. Before we start with the lucky tip of the day, if you haven't, I have got a free PowerStack Starter Kit for you. Just click the link below to unlock it, and that is your next step to PowerStack your energy. On top of that, I am going to do a PowerStack 3 days free challenge. If you would like to know more secrets in Feng Shui, how you can make the power of Feng Shui work for you by stacking all this super powerful energy, sign up now. Pretty ladies and gentlemen, this is a secret announcement. The first 100 seats for 3 days free challenge is free on a first come, first serve basis. Grab your seat now before it runs out. I'll see you there. All right, and let's see, we have MJ. Hello, it's 9 p.m. In Florida. MJ, all the way from Florida, the United States. I think the weather now in Florida is very warm, right? Unlike here in Melbourne, it's getting colder and colder. Ha! Good morning, Blanquita. How are you? And Lily is at Malaysia. Malaysia is always warm, isn't it? 9 a.m. in the morning. Ha! Blanquita is already in her white. Before we go into the lucky tip of the day. Yes, that's right. Blanquita is in her, have got all the lucky tips in her fingertips. The lucky color of today is actually white. You can see that I'm in white. And this is basically my favorite color. I just like white. And why it is in white? Of course, other than white, we have gold, we have silver or copper, and of course white. These four are the best, I mean the luckiest color of today. And because the strongest element of today is earth, and earth is going to give support to gold. So if you put on any gold or metal related color like white, gold, silver, or copper, you will be supported naturally by the universe, by the nature. Although it's only maybe you will get about 5% of energy, that is better than nothing. And if you would like to know more about how you can play with energy, get this energy to give you good luck, okay, I said again, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, pretty ladies and gentlemen, this is a secret announcement. Join my 3 days free challenge because the first 100 seats is going to be free on the first come first serve basis. So grab yours now before it runs out. I'll see you there. Okay, now we will go into the second section of the day. That is real people, real feng shui, real breakthroughs. Yes, Lily said that it is very hot in Malaysia, right? Lily's from Malaysia. Okay, so about this real people, real feng shui, and real breakthrough. This is the story of Rebecca. She came to Australia, a beautiful land with lots of kangaroos and koalas and beautiful animals 4 years ago. She carried a big dream and hoping to start her brand new life here. Unfortunately, other than getting jobs in the farm or in the cafe, she couldn't get any job related to her profession just because she wasn't graduate here in Australia, and her qualification is not recognized by the local. Having said that, instead of spending time working in the farm and wasting her life, she decided to quit her job in the farm and started to pursue her dream. However, her luck did not push her to any further. She was basically living on her saving without a job, with no income at all, no support, solely on herself for 4 years, the last 4 years. So, what happened? Is there going to be another breakthrough in her life, or is she going to stay the same throughout her life in Australia? And so, what happened was not Lily, sorry. Hi, Lily. Um, Rebecca. She came across one of my videos on YouTube, and she decided to take the initiative. And so, what happened to her after power stacking the feng shui of her place? Within 30 days, she decided that she's going to launch a product online, something that is related to her profession instead of just get a job for the sake of making a living and get food to put on the table. And so she decided to launch a product related to her interest and profession. And within 30 days after launching the product, the good news is she actually made $6,000 online. How many people, after 4 years of no job, no income, living on her saving, can actually suddenly break through within just 30 days and make $6,000? How many stories have you heard about like that? Pretty much none. Okay, unless they really do something, 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 something. And so, what what kind of powers that we have stacked for her that she can so quickly see results so fast and so obvious in just 30 days? So I have already mentioned about that. The first one is definitely, I guess you're very smart, all of you. That is to catch the golden dragon. The golden dragon is actually the best key of period 9. If you miss the golden dragon, well, probably you are going to miss out for these 20 years and stay the same. All right, and then the second layer of power stacking is actually to activate the original flying star of 9. And again, according to how all these 9 planets orbit in our solar system, as we have officially entered period 9 last year in 2024, the flying star 9, of course, will have the strongest energy, the strongest power in this period 9. And so, to catch hold of this energy and play with it to make it work for Rebecca, we definitely have to activate this power of Flying Star 9. And again, it's the original flying star night of a house, not just the yearly flying star. Because the yearly flying star, yes, it carries some power. Having said that, that is absolutely not as powerful as the original flying star night. And then the third power stacking we did for her was to activate the 5 goals 12. 5 goals 12 doesn't have goals. That is how we actually use the combination energy of the purest energy of yin with combined with the purest energy of yang and make that work. Okay, when the energy is pure, of course, that is super powerful because it is not polluted. And because there is this combination of yin and yang, there is balance of energy, there is equality. That's why they work very well. And you can expect result to come very quickly as well. On top of all these layers of power stacking, there are of course step 5, step 6, and step 7 and more. But today I would like to especially mention about another super strong layer of power stacking, that is to do date selection. Okay, you may not have heard about date selection in Feng Shui. Why is date selection so important? Why I want to especially emphasize, if you want to play with lucky energy, you must do date selection. How many of you have actually sell something online? Sell a product or sell a service or consultation, you know? Yes, can you say yes if you have done anything, try to sell anything online, personal care, facial product or cleaning product or house care products? Have any one of you actually try to sell something online? MJ say yes. And how yeah, even Lily say yes. And how many of you in the first 30 days can you actually achieve $6,000? Even Fairy Life say yes as well. So online marketing, online business is actually not new anymore. It's been here for quite many years. How many of you actually can make $6,000 in the first 30 days? Well, I got a not very happy face from Fairy Life. I can imagine because there are so many people selling online. Cannot. MJ, did you get to achieve $6,000 in 30 days? Maybe, maybe. So MJ did some online marketing, right? Online selling, but maybe for in the first 30 days, I'm talking the first 30 days. Okay. Not the following 30 days or another 30 days, the first 30 days. So basically it's almost like a sky high, right? That like a ceiling that you cannot like hardly barely anyone can touch that ceiling of making $6,000 online, selling a product or a service in the first 30 days. And so why? How Rebecca make it? Definitely there's a very strong backbone behind Rebecca. Definitely there's a strong logic and precise calculation behind all of this feng shui activation with power stacking. And one of them is date selection. So if you have ever activate feng shui for yourself, okay, I'm just checking myself. Okay, you did have. Oh, MJ said MJ actually make about $2,005 a day once. Whoa, whoa, that is very good. Congratulations, MJ. That's very good. Okay, so if you have ever done any feng shui activation, you have to do it with. I mean, if you have ever done any feng shui activation without date selection, most likely is that you have to wait for like 3 to 5 years to see the results. If you have nothing to do with date selection and you do not know the secrets of power stacking. All right, the more power you stack, the more powerful it is. And of course, especially when you stack with date selection, the result comes almost immediate. Otherwise, you will have to wait for 3 to 5 years to see a result. So now, tell me, would you like to see the fast result or wait for 3 to 5 years? Just type in the chat box. Would you like to wait? Do you have the patience? After a feng shui activation, you wait for 5 years. Okay, countdown 5 years. I'm going to achieve my next goal of $6,000 in 5 years. Do you have the patience to wait for 5 years actually? Or do you want to see it like, oh, now, Ian, can I see it in 30 days, 2 months, or even tomorrow? Everyone wants to see fast result. 12 hours. 12 hours. That is the five goes well. 12 hours. 5 years is too long. How many people actually have the patience to wait for 5 years for the next promotion? So Date selection is so powerful because when we select a good date to activate a Feng Shui activation, on top of the Feng Shui activation itself, that is one layer of power. We are adding another four more layers of power stacking on top of that one layer. So that will become five layers of power. Because in date selection, these four layers of power stacking, including the power of the year, the power of the month, the power of the day, and the power of the time. So, for example, you are catching a golden dragon, and now I'm giving you another four more golden dragon. Basically, once you activate it with date selection, you are basically catching five golden dragon at one time, at one cost. Is that something you would like to play with it? Say, I am super lucky. Now, tell me, are you lucky to know this secret of date selection? Even if you are watching the replay, leave comment down below because we will be choosing lucky winners. All right, just leave a comment or type in the chat box. Tell me that you are super lucky because now, how many people will actually know all these super top secrets in feng shui? And now it is available to you, for you. Okay, so again, if you would like to know more secrets about all these um, date selections, the first thing is sign up for the PowerStack Starter Kit. If you haven't, that starter kit is your real first step of activating power stacking. Over there, I will give you something super secret that you can never get it in the market like that for free. And then if you would like to learn the secrets on how to activate all these secrets powerful feng shui activation, join my power stack 3 days free challenge. Again, pretty ladies and gentlemen, the first 100 seats for Power Stack 3 days free challenge is free again. The first 100 seats is free. So grab your first 100 seats now before it runs out. I will see you there to share with you more secrets of Power Stack. All right. And now we are going into our third section, quiz time. Lucky or not? So the first question is date selection important in feng shui activation? Yes or no? Is date selection important in feng shui activation? Yes or no? If you do date selection, when you do feng shui activation, basically, usually we are expecting results in 6 months. To be conservative, okay? I am very conservative. I would say usually you will see results in 6 months, but somehow a lot of customers feedback that they actually see something in 2 months. And for the case of Rebecca, it's even a little bit faster. She can actually see it in 30 days. Okay, so to be very conservative with power stack date selection as well for all the feng shui activation, I am saying that well, usually you will see results in 6 months. Okay, 6 months, not 5 years. If you have the patience to wait for 5 years, go ahead. All right, so is date selection important in feng shui activation? Just say yes or no. Yeah, you see how many people are telling me you're super lucky. I'm very glad you feel that yourself from your heart. Yep, and we have got MJ say yes. Lily say yes. Blanquita say yes. And Fairy Life as well saying yes. Okay. Awesome. Yes, date selection is super important if you would like to see the result fast. Let's say in 6 months, okay? Not 5 years. And now, quiz time, lucky or not? Question number two. With date selection in feng shui activation, will the result come fast or slow? Uh, With date selection in feng shui activation, will the result come fast or slow? Just say fast or slow. With date selection, is fast or slow? Is 6 months fast enough or 5 years is fast. Okay, so the answer is definitely fast. All of you get it right. That's right, Blanquita. That's fast, fast, fast. And now quiz time, lucky or not. Question number 3. How many layers of power can you stack with date selection? How many layers of powers can you stack with date selection? So for date selection, we are adding how many more layers of power on top? We are adding the power of the year. We are adding the power of the month. We are adding the power of the day. And also we are adding the power of the time. So there are 4 more layers of power stacking on top of activating what you want to activate. For example, if you want to catch the golden dragon, basically you are catching 5 golden dragons at one time. That's right. We have got Blanquita saying 5. Okay, for date selection, there are only 4 layers of power stacking. Okay, if you add up the dragon you want to catch, let's say, they are another, then they are the 5th layer. Okay, awesome. Very good. All of you are very, very smart. Okay, and now, again, if you haven't signed up for my PowerStack Starter Kit now, because other than the lucky tip of the day, you know what color to put on, you know the best selection and the best section you should see it, and also you know the do's and don'ts of the day. That is probably giving you about 5% of lucky energy. And that's how you can play with lucky energy. If you think 5% is not enough for you, Ian, I want more. Okay, now sign up for my Power Stack Starter Kit. Just click the link below. You will definitely receive more than that 5% of the lucky tip of the day. On top of that, if you want more, I want to know how you get to know all these secrets. I want to do it myself. Okay, join my Power Stack 3 days challenge. Again, pretty ladies and gentlemen, the first 100 seat for Power Stack 3 days challenge is free. So on a first come first serve basis, grab your seat now before it runs out. Tomorrow I'll be sharing with you a new story of would you want new story? Perry Life one more. Lily also one more. Okay. Are both of you twins? You speak the same language, do you? Yeah, all of you speak English. All of you are twins. Okay, so tomorrow I will be sharing with you a brand new story of we will find out tomorrow at the same time. So stay with me. This is Ianho. I am the lucky host. I am your lucky host to bring you lucky energy. And this is how easy we can play with lucky energy with Power Stack. And in Power Stack, we stack ancient Feng Shui power to ignite energy and shift your luck fast. All right, please include me. Yep, join the 3 days challenge fast. Grab your free seat now, and I will see you there. Thank you very much. Huh?